Hold on, but I gotta say this too because honestly, to be perfectly honest, I came here thinking I was gonna blast DJs for not playing Canadian music in the club, but I had a conversation today with a friend, and she fully just was like, "Nah, it's the artists." And I'm more leaning towards that now. Like, the artists aren't hustling enough, man. Like, the artists aren't creating enough buzz for themselves. They're not putting posters up everywhere. They're not at every event.
It's not just that, though. The biggest thing is communication.
Between the two.
It's communication, because you could do all that and, you know, it could still be out of sight to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the communication of every week going back to the DJ that was hot on the record.
I agree, yeah.
And be like, yo, did you give it a chance in the club?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I play a little. Yo, don't worry, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm doing another show promo in your city real quick.
Yeah.
Or, yo, I just went on the radio the other day. I just did up some stickers. I'm going to be flying your club after the club next week.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you have to give communication and snap it to make it people pop it and be like, dude, okay, I'm going to get behind this record.
I totally
But if
agree.
you ain't fueling them, they on empty.
Yeah.
The problem
I
is,
totally agree.
And the problem is, you touched on it too, is for whatever reason, hip hop is so connected with a visual aspect, right? And where we may be on par with production or lyrics or MCs, our videos too are not really on par. And when you touch about, you know, this video, I saw the video, I can relate to it. It's very, very difficult for a local artist to be, you know, to make a video like Jim Jones where there's 5 guest appearances.
Or to get the rotation necessary.
And to get the rotation. And for whatever reason, we see hip-hop now, I think, more than we hear hip-hop. And that plays a huge factor.
I think actually, hold on a second. Nah, you know what? I'm so on the fence on this one, man. And a perfect example is Replacement Girl by Drake. Now, there was excitement for that record. Agreed or not?
Yeah. But hold on. Before you use Replacement Girl as an example, that song itself is not necessarily a club joint.
But that song is fast enough to play in the club. You can get a bounce in the club.
It is fast enough to play in the club, and it's not a slight. It's just like, it's a radio song that people really love. Like, there's some songs that are built for radio.
Yeah, but those radio songs you can play in the club because everyone knows it.
But knowing a song, like a great slow song,
depends on the club. It depends on the club. Depends on the vibe and depends on the party. You gotta remember, there's different type of DJs for different settings.
Yeah.
There's certain parties you can go to that are strictly top 40.
Yeah.
And they're gonna play radio songs in the club.
But those...
Then there's other parties where people want to have a club atmosphere, wild out, drink, and dance, and have fun. And you gotta set the right vibe. And putting a radio song in the mix doesn't always work.
They're gonna know it, but it's not gonna relate to the club atmosphere.
Regardless. The point is that song did not get club play as it should have.
But we're just going back to the same thing.
But there are clubs where they would play radio songs.
It's not that it's a radio...
And even in those clubs, it did not get burned.
It's not that it's a radio song. It's like an extreme. It's like everyone knows.
Because I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm in the club.
Hold on. The extreme is like, if Dude had done a video for City Is Mine, there's a difference between Replacement Girl.
But that's another right there.
But this is what I'm saying. I
agree
shouldn't
need a video. Every DJ in the city should have played City Is Mine the week it came out.
But what was the week it came out?
Like every time, every night.
Rez. What was the week it came out?
Whatever. The first week it played on Flow. No,
but that's my point. No one had it. Like you're talking about things and you're being passionate, but I'm saying to you, it's like, yo, dude, like, if there was a video for City Is Mine, I guarantee you,
man,
there's a difference in
that goes back to DJs should be searching out.
But you know what? It also comes down to, like, you know, I don't know what's going on with the record. I don't know who worked the record. I'll tell you one thing. I put a blast out to DJs across the Canada because I thought the song was tough.
Yeah.
So I did that on a bly of just respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying, there's, like I said, communication and fueling the industry to make people get behind a record.
But you can see the distinct
that's another thing that is needed.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, you know, that's one of the reasons why we're here, is because I think what Mike has laid down in terms of the Stylus DJ Awards, to bring DJs all together into one room and to try to build something and have an opportunity to really unify, and build some type of platform where we can really get together and say, listen, and have people talk about a record and get there and say, yo, you know, I could be in the room and say, yo, I got the brand new so-and-so record. I need y'all to listen to this. You know what I mean? Do y'all feel it? And try to really get behind the records. And that's what it's about, you know?
Totally
That's part of it. That's part of it.
Totally agree. But I'm saying, like, there is definitely a distinct difference between a joint like Replacement Girl and City Is Mine. Like, they sound almost the same, but in terms of crowd response in a club, City Is Mine was that song, if dude did a video for that, it would have been a wrap. And even they've said that they would have wanted to do a video for that. But I totally agree with you. I totally agree that dudes need to get behind songs, especially when it's getting played and there's a video. But I think
and in that situation, that's City is Mine is a perfect situation where you play it in the club once, no one knows it, right? Cool. They might take it in and nod their head a little bit, whatever. The next night, play it again. Play it later in the night. You know what I mean? Like, what's with Toronto so against playing a song twice in one night?
I think that's not a Toronto thing. That's just...
That is a Toronto thing.
No, it's
you
not.
go to any other city and DJs will kill a song 4 or 5 times in a night.
Yeah, but I think that's what separates Toronto DJs.
That's what separates us.
That's what I think I like about Toronto.
We're running entire night, and you only hear a song once, and the night is still better than any New York or ATL place.
Fine. Okay, that's fine, but none of our artists get any shine.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, Rez, is that DJs don't look at it as artists. They look at it if the song isn't hitting, regardless of whether it's from Toronto or not. If the song isn't hitting, they're not going to play it the way they would have played it. If they got a response, when they played it, they played again.
And here's the thing, and that's what they go on.
And to, I've been to a lot of clubs. I get out and around, and I have heard DJs playing Canadian content.
Yeah.
I have. I've heard Empire played in the club.
Yeah.
I've heard joints in the club. So I can't really say that it's not happening.
Yeah.
Maybe we just wish it was on a bigger level.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
But here's what I don't understand.
True.
This is what has always bothered me. When a company wants to put out like a pack of gum, they spend a lot of time on research. They bring people in. They say chew the gum.
Yeah.
Rate it from 1 to 5 before they release it. This is just they're testing the market, right?
Yeah.
They'll make those changes. They'll make those adjustments. They'll re-bring that group in or another group. Test it.
Right.
Taste it now. Tell me what you think.
Right.
And when they feel they've got a good enough product, then they go with it. Canadian artists, or maybe American artists in general, I don't understand why they don't utilize the DJ. They never come and say, hey, come here. I'm going to play you 5 songs. Tell me which one you like. Which one's going to work in the club? What do I need? Do I need a different snare? Do I need a better hook? Help me out here. So listen, so when I'm done and my song is ready to go, there's no excuse why you're not going to play it because you had a part in building that song.
I still got to disagree.
For the record, I have done that.
Well, then, good for you. But hold on a second. Again, a DJ goes, like, a hot song is a hot song. If the song is hot, the DJ's going to play it. However, perfect example, watching Boogeyman play a song inside 7. Perfect example. Rich Boy, what's the joint called? The new joint he has out right now. Boy, Look at Here.
Boy, Look at Here.
I've seen dude play that song for like months. And the response has not been favorable. That song is a bona fide hit, yet no one seems to dance to it. Right. So, do you blame him now for not playing? Like, at the end of the day, they look at the response of the crowd.
But why haven't you incorporated the DJ into the creation of this?
But the song is a hit. The song is a hit.
But regardless, you want your record, which you haven't brought a DJ into the whole process, to now take it and play it just because it's Canadian, just because it's from Toronto, just because you have to play it. And it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
He's got 10,000 songs to choose from.
I hear what you're saying, but there are certain songs that have been made that you just know are good enough. Like, there's a new song by Untitled, All I Need.
Right.
Crazy joint. Like, every DJ in the city should be running that joint.
But if every DJ doesn't...
You know what's funny? I actually sent that record out to DJs across the country, and the response was dope. I had DJs, yo, are these guys from Canada?
Yeah. Okay, cool. But
and dudes are like on it. So I mean, we can't say that dudes ain't getting behind the record.
Yeah, but I want to go to the club every week this night and see if it plays at 1 o'clock.
I know.
I guarantee you it will not. It will play at 11 o'clock or 11:30 when there's like 30 people there.
I totally hear you, Rez. Like, I totally hear what you're saying.
Negativity. Now nobody's gonna play the joint, yo.
What I'm trying to show you is,
think positive. You know what I'm saying? Laws of attraction, yo.
What I'm trying to,
you watch the secret. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's continue this. We gotta take a quick break. Man. We gotta go to commercial. OTA Talk. Ty Rez, Click, Mike Z from the Stylus Awards group. Stylus Awards going down on Hit Out. Check the video clips on YouTube, MySpace, Facebook, all the goodies, man. You know the deal. It's OTA Live.